Oh, my expectations for the Buckeyes this year are high. I think that we are going to have an outstanding football team again. Jim Tressel seems to put together or has a history of putting together outstanding football teams. And this team, I think, is very, very talented, especially when you look at the fact that, we've been chosen to be preseason Big Ten champions. We have outstanding talent on our offensive side of the ball when you think about a guy like Terrell Pryor, who was a freshman who started several games last year. He got his feet wet last year, but this year he will be more seasoned, and I expect that he'll have a truly outstanding season. When you look at the talent that he has, he's a guy that's about 6'6" tall, weighs about 235 pounds, and he can run like a deer. And he's a true threat to any defense that's going to play against him. Also, when you look at that offensive side of the ball, you got to look at those running backs. Boone Herron, I think, is an outstanding player. I thought he had an outstanding season last year and playing behind Beanie Wells and getting his opportunity on several occasions because Beanie seemed to be hurt a lot. But also, I think Brandon Sane will come out and truly do an outstanding job as running back this year. I think they'll probably share the load at that running back position, and the duo will really end up having an outstanding seasons for the both of them. It's going to be a true test this season. The season as a whole is kicking off with Navy. We got to be very, very careful. Navy, they run an offense that we're not used to seeing, and we can't overlook Navy because we've got Southern Cal the next week. So if we overlook Navy, they could surprise us, and I don't think that's going to happen, but we got to be careful about that. And then that Southern Cal game coming up, that's going to be the big one, as I mentioned earlier, but we've got to play very, very well in that football game. But that defensive line is going to be the key to that defense because we've got a lot of new linebackers that are going to be playing for us this year. And that defensive line, they've got to be the mainstay up front, keeping people off of those linebackers so that they can make the plays that they need to make. Well, I think the 2009 Heisman contenders, I think it's going to be a close race again. You've got Tim Tebow, you've got Sam Bradford. Both of those guys have won Heisman trophies before, so they'll have the opportunity to win a second one. Tim Tebow won it as a sophomore. Didn't win it last year, but he's staying in his senior year, so he'll have another opportunity to win it in his senior year. And he's playing for a great team in University of Florida. They are the preseason #1 team in the country, and they are returning a lot of talent, and they won the national championship a year ago, and they are the team to beat, you might say. Certainly Bradford is returning on another outstanding team. They're picked very, very high this year also, and so he's playing with a great cast of some great supporting cast with him. So he again has an opportunity to have an outstanding season. But as far as the Heisman is concerned, you also have to look at the guy at Texas, Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy is a guy who had a shot at winning it last year, finished second last year, and there's some people who felt that, if he'd had a chance to play in that Big 12 championship game, that maybe he would have won it. Some people felt that he should have gotten that opportunity because Texas beat both of the teams that played in that championship game, and they all only had one loss. But he did not get that opportunity, and 80% of the vote was put in after that game, and he still finished second place. So I got to believe that Colt McCoy on his Texas team will have a great opportunity to win the Heisman Trophy again. And as all years with the Heisman Trophy, there will be others that will pop up that will have truly outstanding seasons. There may be a running back that will come along. A lot of people are talking about Southern Cal and their group of running backs, but they always come up with a great running back that will do an outstanding job. I certainly hope that we'll see some other ones pop up around the country. And one person I certainly hope ends up standing out is our quarterback, Terrell Pryor, because Terrell, he's got that kind of talent that could make him a Heisman Trophy winner. Tim Tebow won it as a sophomore, and who knows if Terrell, playing on a great Ohio State team, and can have a truly outstanding season, he could be a factor in that Heisman Trophy voting.